I get it, I know. We have not talked about basketball a lot on the channel. But the brackets just dropped. I've been keeping up with Arkansas, even though we have not really talked about Arkansas besides early on when John Calipari, and they wasn't really looking too hot. But now, they was able to win a game in the SEC tournament. All right. It's been talks about them making it in and possibly not making it in. So here today is, we're going to go ahead and read off the bracket. They just posted it. Have not looked at it yet. I decided to wait to do this with you guys. So let's see if Arkansas made the cut into the doggone NCAA tournament in basketball. Let's check it out. All right, we're going to start on the south side. You're going to have South, East, West, Midwest. What we're going to have. So let's start with the south side first. All right, we got Auburn, has a bye week. We got Louisville, Creighton. And mind y'all know we in the SEC with Arkansas. So we're mainly going to be checking for the SEC teams right now. We may do a separate video, talking about really, really, really known, notable names that always make it and things like that. But right now we're going to really stick with the SEC and Arkansas. So I got Auburn with a bye week expected. You got Louisville, Creighton, Michigan, UC, San Diego. You got Texas A&M and Yale. Ole Miss also has a bye week. Iowa State, Lipscomb, Marquette, New Mexico, Michigan State, and Bryant. Let's go over to the east side. You got Duke with a bye week. Got Mississippi State and Baylor. You got Oregon Liberty, Arizona Akron, BYU VCU, Wisconsin Montana, St. Mary's, Vanderbilt made the cut. I'm really glad to see that coach make the cut with his Vanderbilt team. Hopefully they can make a decent run at it. You got Alabama, Robert Morris. That's crazy. St. Mary's, Vanderbilt, Alabama, Robert Morris. 2 SEC team win. Boom. Just like the SEC again, they got to play each other. That's the east side. Let's go down to the west side. You got Florida, North Fork State, UConn, Oklahoma, Memphis, Colorado State, Maryland, Grand Canyon, Missouri, and Drake, Texas Tech, UNC, Wilmington. There they go. There they freaking go. We made it in. You got number 7, Kansas, and number 10, Arkansas, baby. They made it in. They made the cut. You got St. John's and Omaha. Let's go over to the Midwest. You got Houston, SIUE, Gonzaga, the SEC team, Georgia. You got Clemson, McNeese, Purdue, High Point, Illinois with a bye week. Kentucky, Troy, UCLA, Utah State, Tennessee, and Wofford. Then the first 4 to play. March 18th, San Diego State, North Carolina, Alabama State, St. Francis, PA, American, Mount State, Mary's. Then you got number 11, you got Texas and Xavier. Man, that's a lot of SEC teams. Man, let's count it up. Like I say, I haven't looked at anything, so we're doing this live, fresh. We got 1. Auburn makes 1. A&M makes 2. Ole Miss makes 3. Mississippi State makes 4. Vanderbilt makes 5. Alabama makes 6. Florida makes 7. Oklahoma makes 8. Missouri makes 9. Arkansas makes 10. Georgia makes 11. Kentucky makes 12. Tennessee makes 13. And it's a possible 14 with Texas. 14 teams from the SEC made it in. 14. Yo, that is insane. So that's just what? Let's look at this real quick. There's 16 teams in the SEC. 16. And out of 16, 14 got picked. 13 actually. Then you got the 14th team in Texas to basically play like a play-in game. The only teams to not make it from the SEC is the LSU Tigers and South Carolina. That speaks volume of the SEC basketball. We used to just think high and mighty of it in football. But basketball, could the SEC be taken over? Possibly. But let's look at it, man. Out of this, we got, 6 teams ranked. Auburn ranked 3, Florida's 4, Bama's 5th, Tennessee's 8, A&M 14, Kentucky 15, Missouri 21. 7 ranked teams in the SEC. Ranked, and I'm not talking about tournament rankings. I'm talking about nationally ranked. We have 7 teams from the SEC ranked. That speaks volume about how bad the SEC really was in basketball. Think about it. Auburn only had 3 losses. Florida had 4. Bama had 5. Tennessee 6. A&M 7. Kentucky had 8. Missouri had 8. This is in the SEC. Playing the best of the best in and out. Insane. Now overall, not just conference. Overall, you got Auburn went 28-5. Florida went 30-4. Alabama went 25-8. Tennessee went 27-7. A&M went 22-10. Kentucky went 22-11. Missouri went 22-11. Playing ball in the SEC, that is what you want. But let's talk about Arkansas real quick, man. It's Arkansas. They made it in. They went 20-13. Lost a lot of games they shouldn't have lost, but they made it in. They freaking made it in. That's the bracket. Let's look at it. Before we leave it, before we end it, let's see. Auburn has a bye week. Ole Miss has a bye. Let's call it real quick. Just real quick. Mississippi State to beat Baylor. I'm gonna give it to Baylor. We got St. Mary's and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is really scrappy, but St. Mary's is one of them teams that's always in it every single year. I'm gonna give it to St. Mary's. Well, I don't know, because Vanderbilt was playing ball. Vanderbilt was really playing ball. They was really playing ball. They went 8-10 in conference, but they did beat Tennessee. They did beat Kentucky, and they did beat Texas, Ole Miss, A&M. So you know what? I'm rocking with Vandy on that one. I'm going with Vandy against St. Mary's, and now of course I'm going with Alabama over Robert Morris. I'm going with Florida over North Fork State. Missouri over Drake, yeah. Now I'm not gonna lie, man. This Arkansas team, it's Arkansas and Kansas. I don't know if we can get. I don't know if we got. I know Boogie Flanders wanting to come and play, but we all know Kansas plays really well, plays ball. It's gonna be tough. I don't know if Thero is back. Because Thero leading us in points and rebounds. So it's like, they giving the Jayhawks a 71% chance to win. 71% chance to win. They giving us a 29% chance. So we got to wait and see, man. I don't know. I'm gonna roll with Arkansas just because I think we have a good enough team to push forward to the next round. I think this team is good when we know how to play together. But we just gotta see. Picking Georgia over Gonzaga. I'm gonna go Gonzaga with that one. I don't think Georgia beat Gonzaga. Kentucky and Troy, I'm gonna roll with Kentucky. Tennessee, Warford, I'm gonna roll with Tennessee, and then I'm gonna pick Texas to beat Xavier. But yeah, man, that's just real quick. The Ncaa bracket, who's in, how many SEC teams made it in. It's crazy, but let's check it out, man. Let's stay tuned. We definitely gonna be marking this down. We're gonna do a bracket ourselves, and let's see how good we do. But let's have fun with this, man. Let's hope Arkansas can make a run. Let's see who in the SEC can pull it off. Let's see if the SEC is as good as it's been showing these past, this whole season, basically. Let's see.